13 News Daybreak gives you more news, more traffic, more accurate weather coverage. 13 News Daybreak.
There she is over there. 72, 73, something like that. She got some of that dust off there. Susan used to drive that car. And I think she was going to come back for it. Holy.
No luxury brand holds its value better than BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Test drive a 3 Series at your authorized BMW dealer.
Share the love. Pass the Splenda. Spread the sweetness.
Splenda's the no-calorie sweetener made from sugar, so it tastes like sugar. Almost anywhere you use sugar, you can use Splenda. You can even cook and bake with it. So don't be surprised when a neighbor pops by to borrow a cup of Splenda.
You're watching 13 News, the spirit of Hampton Roads. 13 News at 6 starts right now.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra Parker in for Regina Mobley.
And I'm David Allen. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6. And let's get things started right here in the 13 News Weather Lab, where some rain is moving through Hampton Roads tonight. Meteorologist Craig Moeller joins me now. We've seen a rainy day for the first time in many days.
Yeah, you know, it's really a welcome rain for many people that have been out seeding the lawns. It's been a while since we've had a nice rain, and for the most part, it was gentle through much of the day, but we had a line come through that was heavier, producing wind and a lot of lightning. Now you can see what's left of that line basically offshore. Let me show you what we were looking at a little earlier today as the line came on through and into the area. The worst of it rolling across the Norfolk area between 3 and about 3:45 or so, and that was the way the line looked as it was bearing down on the metro area. It has since moved on through and cleared out. I do want to show you, though, our next threat coming down the line, and that is out to the west. Right now, places like Roanoke and Danville seeing the wet weather, also some development around Raleigh. Look for this area to continue to develop, and these showers down here moving east-northeast. We'll likely see some more wet weather later this evening and a good chance for additional rain for the ride to work, at least early during the commute tomorrow. I have a lot more detail on that. We'll talk about the potential for some stronger storms to develop as well. Stay tuned.
Also tonight, team coverage on new developments in the flu shot shortage. We told you last week that Hampton Roads health departments were planning to ration shots when they got them.
The latest problem, many city health departments don't have any vaccine right now. 13 News medical editor Catherine Barrett joins us now. And Catherine, this is all on top of clinics being canceled.
Right, and a big problem is becoming a very big problem for people in those high-risk groups trying to find flu shots. As we've been telling you, half the expected vaccine is off the market, and it's putting a crunch on everyone, everywhere. And as we've said, most public health departments still have no shots for you right now. A few public health departments do have it for children under age 3. The state health department will be sending some out, but that may take some time. When they do get them, they will be rationed. And to make matters worse, most pharmacy and supermarket clinics will wrap up this weekend due to, guess what? The lack of vaccine. Well, there are still a few clinics left in Hampton Roads, but they're becoming few and far between. 13 News reporter Natasha Barrett is live in Virginia Beach, where a couple of clinics were held today. Natasha, as expected, customers outnumbered shots.
Yeah, Catherine, I just talked to one woman who said she got here at 8:30 this morning. She's number 199 in line to get a flu shot. But the thing is, there's only 150 flu shots here at this Eckerd's in Virginia Beach. And we found this isn't the only place with this problem. Out the door and down the block, many had no choice but to stand in line.
Not very well organized.
Others came prepared, bringing lawn chairs, something to eat, and something to pass the time, because they'll need it. You got here what time today?
10 after 10.
And you've been waiting how long?
Almost 2 hours.
How do you feel about that wait?
Well, it's better than getting the flu.
This beach pharmacy at the oceanfront offered 80 flu shots Wednesday morning. Almost double that number came to get a dose. With not enough to go around, many elderly people with medical conditions were turned away.
Not very good, but we'll have to accept what we can't change.
This woman struck out at a place in Chesapeake before snagging a place in line.
They told me it was here. I got on the expressway, and I kind of exceeded the speed limits a little bit.
Waiting more than 2 hours with his wife, William Adams spent his time wisely. by making plans.
Yeah, I'm going to be one of them employees here. I've got enough hours in now, so I think they'll hire me.
Now, tonight here at this Virginia Beach Eckerd's, a lot of people planning on a long night just to get their hands on that flu shot. We do want to mention, though, we're getting word from Eckerd's that they have canceled all their flu shot clinics as of beginning this Sunday. So once again, Eckerd's has canceled all their flu shot clinics as of this Sunday. Reporting live from Virginia Beach, Natasha Barrett, 13 News.
Now, as for clinics that are still going to be held, you can search by zip code for those locations online. A link to the state's flu shot clinic site is on our website, WVEC.com. But call first. We did, and some of those that are listed have been canceled. Now for the military. Neither Portsmouth Naval Hospital nor Langley Air Force Base has flu shots yet. They're waiting on DOD guidance and will let us know when they know. Live with the latest, Catherine Barra, 13 News.
Also tonight, we have a developing story out of Chesapeake. That is where neighbors are crossing their fingers for the recovery of a 12-year-old hit by a car last night. It happened on Dominion Boulevard right off Mullen Road. It is a very busy area right off Interstate 64 and 464. And it's that amount of traffic that has neighbors concerned for children's safety. 13 News reporter Jessica Chang is working this story tonight. And Jessica, what are people there telling you?
Well, Sandra, one neighbor after another was telling us how badly they need a traffic light, a crosswalk, or the speed limit lowered here at the intersection of Mullen Road and Dominion Boulevard. They're afraid what happened to Tobias Waff last night will happen again to someone else. Neighbors in the area of Mullen Road and Dominion Boulevard say they see people cut across the busy street like this all the time. That's just what Tobias Waff did yesterday evening around 6. Police say he darted out onto Dominion and a pickup truck hit him.
This is an accident waiting to happen on a daily basis. Something is always happening on Dominion Boulevard. You can hear the tire screeches.
Rita Lamb understands what Tobias's family is going through. Her niece was hit by a car in the same area 2 years ago.
She had broken leg. She had palate problem, fractured rib cage. And I feel like someone needs to do something about that out there, traffic. We need a crosswalk out there.
There is a crosswalk at Dominion and Great Bridge a block away. Many people still cut across as a shortcut to the stores and neighborhoods on the other side. The City Public Works Department will now research the intersection to see if they can make any changes.
They take a look at the accident history for that intersection over the past several years to see whether there's any improvements that can be made.
The Public Works Department spokesperson says the last pedestrian accident happened in January of 2002. Tonight, Tobias Waff remains in critical condition at CHKD. Police say the driver from yesterday's accident won't face any charges. Reporting live in Chesapeake, Jessica Chang, 13 News.
13 News update now on the man who allegedly threatened police in Portsmouth. The man who's accused of trying to shoot an officer is still on the run tonight. Hakeem Trent was being chased by police on Airline Boulevard and Chuan Drive. Police say he pointed a gun at them, pulled the trigger, but it didn't fire. Trent has a lengthy record of violent crime. Police want you to call the crime line if you know where he is.
A moving company worker is fighting for his life after a fire in a moving van in Virginia Beach. This was the scene on South Boulevard right by Interstate 264 this afternoon. Investigators tell 13 News that the rig of the truck caught fire. Now, one of the 3 people in the truck was rushed to Centera Norfolk General Hospital with life-threatening injuries. Fire also tied up traffic on 264 for part of the afternoon.
Much more still to come on 13 News at 6.
Including a cruel crime against a family trying to collect money for a sick little girl.
We've all heard of bold crimes, but who would be bold enough to steal from a sick girl? I'm Craig Savali. I'll have that story coming up.
Plus, a multi-million-dollar lawsuit filed against a local college fraternity, a student claiming he was hazed. I'm Vanessa Coria. Coming up in a live report, learn what the young man says he was made to do and how he was injured.
And I'm meteorologist Craig Moeller in for Jeff Lawson. Tonight I am tracking some wet weather. We've already seen a lot roll through the area, but there is some more to come, and I'll let you know when you can expect that. That's all coming up next. Stay tuned.
The city of Poquoson hosts fun for the whole family as the Poquoson Seafood Festival comes to the peninsula. Enjoy the Chesapeake Bay's most succulent seafood. Sway to the melodies of yesteryear with Berry Hops drifters and country music star Kelly Coffey ignites the stage. Plus, an incredible fireworks show Friday and Saturday. Don't miss the Poquoson Seafood Festival, October 15th through the 17th. Brought to you by these fine sponsors and 13 News, the spirit of Hampton Roads.
This week at Value City Furniture, rake in the savings as you relax and recline.
Through Sunday, save an extra $100 off our everyday low price on great-looking, great-feeling reclining sofas and sectionals.
Choose luxurious top grain leather or softest suede microfiber in your choice of colors.
Plus, buy now with no money down, no interest, and no monthly payments for 6 months.
Relax, recline, and save now at Value City Furniture.
You just can't do any better.
Sometimes stuff just doesn't work right. That's why you should drive a Toyota certified used vehicle. Toyotas have that dependable quality, so you shouldn't have to worry about high repair costs. Don't you wish Toyota made more stuff? See your Toyota dealer now for great low financing on Toyota certified used vehicles. The best new cars make the best used cars.
Lifelong resident of Virginia Beach. Volunteered for the Marines out of law school. Volunteered again at Ground Zero after 9/11. Served his country fighting the war on terror in Kuwait and Iraq.
The challenges facing us require a congressman who will put what's right ahead of any political party. I'm David Ash, and I approve this message because I'm ready to serve my country again in Congress.
Join Scott Cash live on ESPN Radio, Mondays at 3.
We're back with a 13 News investigation on a donation dilemma in Chesapeake.
Take a look at this surveillance video of someone snatching the donation jar from the counter of the Zero's Subs on Portsmouth Boulevard. Now, whatever was in that jar is gone, hindering a little girl's efforts in getting a $500,000 operation.
13 News investigator Craig Savali is on that story tonight. And Craig, what's the girl's family saying?
Well, Sandra, as you can imagine, they're very disappointed by this. This family's been working very hard to save up all this money to help save their daughter's life. And the donation box that was swiped from the Zero's counter here looked a lot like this one. It clearly had Emily Haley's picture on it. It told everybody that she needs a life-saving double lung transplant. Friends and family said the person that stole this not only stole some money, they stole a part of her dream to get better. What kind of person steals from a sick child? It's the question many are asking tonight after seeing these images.
It saddened me to see that someone thought they needed the money more than Emily. And
no one was more disgusted than Emily's mother, who's been working tirelessly raising money for her daughter's operation. Emily suffers from cystic fibrosis. Every day she battles the odds, enduring long treatments and weeks at a time in the hospital.
I usually start coughing if I start running. It's very rare that I don't start coughing when I run.
The community has been generous, donating over $180,000 so far, but their road is long, and they know every dollar and cent counts. As far as that, another canister has been placed here at the Zero's counter. It's a lot bigger. It's already got some money in it. If you'd like to find out more about Emily Haley, her situation, her story, you could log on to our website at WVEC.com. There are links to her website there where you could also make a donation. That's the latest. We're live in Chesapeake tonight. Craig Savali, 13 News.
And next at 6, we hear from the NASCAR star wrapped up in a 4-letter fiasco.
The fanfare has Earnhardt vowing to be more respectful in the future. I'm 13 News reporter Velma Scape. The story coming up.
And a wet Wednesday across Hampton Roads. Craig Moeller is in to tell us what we can expect after the rain as the news at 6 continues.
This weather segment is brought to you by Dodge. Get a premium oil change today at any Hall Service Center. And we'll toss in a Valvoline Wilson football at no additional cost. Hurry in. This promotion is for a limited time only. Now at all Hall Service Center locations.
If you're a senior and need money, please listen to the following announcement. By way of a new federal program, Seniors First can now convert your home's equity into money. It's called a reverse mortgage, and you simply have to be 62 and have ample equity in your primary residence to qualify. Use the money for any reason you desire. You won't have monthly payments or have to repay the loan as long as you live in your home. Plus, the remaining equity will still be passed on to your heirs. Call Seniors First and see how seniors come first.
Chesapeake General Hospital reflects the unique needs of women because, like precious gems, no two are alike.
We're the first in the area to create a unit dedicated entirely to women.
I'm Dr. Rebecca Ryder, and I'm proud to work at a place that offers the latest advances in breast diagnostics, urology, and many other gynecologic and women's services. For care that links technology and sensitivity, talk to your doctor.
Women's Services at Chesapeake General Hospital. Health care for every facet of a woman's life.
The world of medicine is pretty complex, but getting information and answers doesn't have to be.
13 News medical editor Catherine Barrett gives you that access every day.
Weeknights at 5, I'll give you the latest in medical breakthroughs and new technologies.
Catherine's 20 years experience. Her contacts give you more information.
All the options so you get the help you need.
Medical reports on 13 News.
The spirit of Hampton Roads.
Sponsored by Obici Hospital. Every square inch is devoted to healing.
This is 13 News Investigates. They fight for what's right by investigating what went wrong, digging deeper, combing through clues, using connections, background checks. They're driven to protect you by uncovering the truth. It's an attitude, a fighting spirit that says, not here, not now. Watch as 13 News investigates in the spirit of Hampton Roads.
Get a premium oil change today at any Hall Service Center. And we'll toss in a Valvoline Wilson football at no additional cost. Hurry in. This promotion is for a limited time only. Now at all Hall Service Center locations. 13 News investigates in the spirit of Hampton Roads.
The news at 6 continues with a developing story at Old Dominion University. An ODU student has filed a lawsuit against a fraternity.
He says his pledging turned ugly. The lawsuit states that Christopher Hinson was injured during what Phi Kappa Alpha called a team building activity. Hinson says plain and simple it was hazing. He's suing the fraternity for $3 million. 13 News reporter Vanessa Correa joins us live from the newsroom with the details on this story. Vanessa?
David, the multi-million-dollar lawsuit was filed last week in Norfolk Circuit Court. According to the suit, Hinson ended up with broken bones after a hazing incident last year in a graveyard.
20-year-old Christopher Hinson filed the $3 million lawsuit naming Pi Kappa Alpha fraternity and its Zeta Iota chapter at ODU, as well as 17 members of the fraternity. ODU is not named as a defendant in the lawsuit. Hinson, who is a sophomore at the university, had no comment to 13 News, but his suit alleges he was hurt during a hazing incident at a Norfolk graveyard last year when he was thrown over a rope suspended about 5 feet above the ground between 2 trees.
Hinson's suit claims he dislocated his shoulder and broke an ankle during the alleged incident. I just got off the telephone with officials from the fraternity. They tell us they have a 100% policy against hazing. ODU officials tell us tonight they are actively investigating this allegation and that hazing is strictly forbidden as a direct violation of their code of student conduct. Reporting live in the newsroom, Vanessa Correa, 13 News.
Thousands of sailors are out to sea tonight, all part of the Truman Strike Group deployment. Sailors left from New Jersey, Connecticut, and Naval Station Norfolk. Sky 13 was above the Truman as it left early this morning. 7,600 sailors will spend 6 months in the Mediterranean Sea and Persian Gulf. The exact mission of the strike group is being kept under wraps. Early on in the war with Iraq, the group held U.S. troops on the ground in Iraq. Support ships Monterey, Berry, and Mason will protect the Truman.
He's been making headlines with one bad word he dropped on national television. Today, NASCAR star Dale Earnhardt Jr. visited Virginia to promote a new product from Budweiser. And while he was here, we talked to him about the decision to dock him points for his 4-letter fiasco. 13 News Peninsula Bureau Chief Velma Scaife joins us with more on Dale's deal. Velma?
Well, David, Dale Earnhardt says he just got caught up in the excitement of the moment and slipped. He says it was a mistake. As part of a new promotion for Anheuser-Busch, number 8 on the NASCAR circuit tested his skills on a forklift at the Williamsburg Brewery. All the fanfare is because Earnhardt's likeness is being displayed on Budweiser's new 8-pack. The special packaging is expected to be a big hit with NASCAR fans, in addition to possibly being a collectible. Some of those fans are children. And since he's a role model, Earnhardt says he's going to be watching his grammar. NASCAR fined the driver earlier this month for using a 4-letter S word during a TV interview after his victory at Talladega.
it's difficult sometimes when you're in a situation, you know, as joyous as we were about winning that race. I guess it's hard not to be yourself. And but understandably, yeah, I take a little more care in what comes out of my mouth when I'm in front of the camera nowadays.
NASCAR fined Earnhardt $10,000 and 25 points. He says it'll motivate him to step it up a notch for the next race. Reporting live from the Peninsula Newsroom, Velma Escape, 13 News.
Now, your 13 News Weather Lab forecast. Here's meteorologist Craig Moeller.
Well, as we go through the evening, we still face the threat of additional showers. The heaviest rain has already come through the area. There may be some more showers and a few storms, though, later this evening, especially as we head towards midnight, and then potentially another round of wet weather as we go through the morning rush hour tomorrow. I want to show you what was going on earlier this morning. You can see as we take a look at the radar loop, the wet weather as it was building across the region. It came on through, and now we are really enjoying a pretty nice break from the heavy rain. Let me take you to our live weather lab radar because this really shows what's happening. A little bit of wet weather still down around the ocean front and just really pulling off around the Sand Bridge area. The last of that. Down to the south, we also saw a few showers down around the Outer Banks. But again, most of this stuff is exiting pretty quickly and will be clearing the coast. As we take a look at the forecast for this evening, temperatures are going to be in the low 60s for the most part. Again, rain exiting the coast, and then we'll see a stray shower or storm threaten the area later this evening. As we go through the morning hours, another chance for additional wet weather. Here's a look at the radar loop, and again, for the region, what we are looking at with the satellite pictures also included here. The center of circulation well off to the north. It's actually tracking northward there. You can see that. It's pulling into the southern part of the lower peninsula of Michigan there. We had one line come on through. There's another spoke of energy that is going to rotate around that low pressure and eventually come into play as we go through the late hours tonight and early hours tomorrow morning. And then we'll see some additional development. You can see some of this extending a little farther south across North Carolina, and this will likely roll into the area as we go through the overnight. So scattered showers and storms still pretty likely overnight and into the morning hours tomorrow, but through the rush hour, things will be improving tomorrow and then variably cloudy skies. Temperatures now are in the low 60s all around. South side 61, that's at the airport. East-southeast winds 13 miles per hour. Upper 50s for tonight's lows. Again, scattered showers and a few storms. For tomorrow, notice that by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, skies variably cloudy. The rain should be away from the area by then. 68 for Cape Charles, 72 the high in Hampton. Williamsburg right around 73. Again, skies becoming variably cloudy. That's somewhere between partly cloudy and mostly cloudy during the afternoon. Down south, a little warmer around Elizabeth City, 73 there, 74 for Edenton. Temps pretty close to 70 at the Outer Banks. Here's a 7-day outlook. Your weekend's in view. Temperatures are going to be cooling down a bit as we head towards the weekend, but you'll notice that chance for wet weather on Friday. So if you're a big sports fan, you're probably wondering, you know, are those thunderstorms going to linger into Friday evening? Well, right now it doesn't look like it. It looks like most of the wet weather on Friday will come late morning through the middle part of the afternoon, and then as we head to the weekend, drier conditions. So I'm still holding out hope for that Friday night football. Saturday and Sunday looking great, and that includes all the festivities up at the Pocosin Seafood Festival. Great weekend for that.
All right, thanks, Craig.
What's going on? And of course, we're all sports fans because Scott does such a good job delivering the sports news to us.
More Dale Earnhardt Jr. I'm a little upset because I forgot.
What'd you forget?
They offered me one of these 8-packs to take home, and I forgot.
Oh, collector's item. I know. You heard Velma.
I know people, though.
You got connections.
Is there any driver in NASCAR who could just, you could say he's just one of the guys? It would be Dale Earnhardt Jr. He loves hanging with the people. That's one of the reasons his visit to the brewery was such a big hit today, getting the tour. Oh, I know Brian McNullis, plant manager, good friend. 8-pack. Good thing he's not driving the 3-car like his daddy, but he loves going to the plants like this.
You walk through here and you see people wearing, you know, the number 8 hats and the Budweiser hats and the shirts and stuff, and you see how excited they are that you're here. We kind of have a common bond, I guess, working with the same company. They have the same passion about the company as we all do.
He said it made him feel like an employee, so I asked him how he'd like to drive the forklift full-time.
I don't know about that. They kind of, the steering's all backwards and everything. It's kind of hard to drive.
Junior said the ruckus after the foul language incident got him even more pumped up. Going into Charlotte this weekend, he's just 29 points behind Kurt Busch.
It's inspiring to the team. It makes us all work really, really hard. I had really no idea of how to approach the shootout other than one race at a time.
Thanks, Dale, but Brian McNullis, seriously, plant manager, okay? Next time we get together, I'll be thirsty, I'm pretty sure. When we come back, we'll be hearing from, hey, UVA, huge game this weekend against Florida State.
It's the grand opening of the China Garden Super Buffet. Greeted by a relaxing atmosphere of tranquil fountains and soothing aquariums, you're sure to enjoy your dining experience at China Garden. Choose from over 200 fresh items ranging from Chinese, American to Italian and Japanese delicacies. With 4 party rooms, seating for over 300 guests and 10 buffet bars, we are the perfect host for your next event. Located next to Military Circle Mall. Call 455-8868 or 8869 for more information.
What if all-wheel drive had brains? Constantly adjusting. Giving you the handling of rear-wheel drive and the traction of all-wheel drive. But only when you need it. Intelligent all-wheel drive that changes with the weather. Available on the Infiniti G35.
Luxury starts at under $28,000 at Charles Barker Infiniti, Laskin Road in Virginia Beach.
This season, see it live. Click on the WVEC.com Hurricane Center for real-time storm updates. Using live data, only the 13 News Weather Lab shows you exactly where the hurricane is and where it's going. WVEC.com gives you instant access 24 hours a day, plus emergency numbers, evacuation routes, survival tips, and more. Click on the WVEC.com Hurricane Center from the 13 News Weather Lab. We see it live in the spirit of Hampton Roads. WVEC.com, your link to breaking news, fast and accurate, interactive, 24 hours a day, at home and at work. WVEC.com.
I like it like that. Don't miss this. The October construction model year-end closeout is going on at Rick Hendrick's Colonial Chevrolet. Over 1,000 new and used cars and trucks must be sold. Rebates up to $14,000. Plus, we're your military connection. All active and reserve military get rebates up to $8,000. Pay as little as $88 down, $88 a month. Get up to $4,000 over book value for your trade. Rick Hendrick Colonial Chevrolet, 1 mile west of Newtown Road.
I'm Rick Hendrick, and I like it like that.
Closed captioning of 13 News is sponsored by Dodge. Grab life by the horns. Dodge.
UVA getting ready for their biggest game in years. They've reached their highest ranking in 14 years and hope to climb even higher after their big game in Tallahassee against Florida State, who's ranked number 7, Cavaliers number 6. Of course, the Cavs 5-0, but not too many of those games against tough competition. We'll find out just how good this team really is and what a way this program has come since Groves got there.
It's come a long way. But back then we were a young team, and we've had the opportunity to grow as a team and with each other throughout the years.
Hey, let's talk ALCS last night. Kurt Schilling, we got more on Schilling later. He only lasted 3 innings against the Yankees. Hideki Matsui, big night. Yankees were leading 8-0 in this game. In case you went to bed after they got the big lead, Boston Red Sox came back very strong. David Ortiz gets it to 8-7. But the Yankees finished things off in the 8th inning. Bernie Williams, 10-7 winners. Schilling has an injured right ankle tendon. Needs surgery at the end of the year, but should pitch in Game 5. That's tough. Ann Donovan, of course, ODU alum, gold medal winner, All-American, all those things put together. Her team, Seattle Storm, wins the WNBA championship. She became the first coach ever to have 2 teams into the championship game, and she becomes the first woman coach ever to win the WNBA championship. The other 5-6 championships were all coached by men.
That's great.
Very good stuff.
For her.
All right, good news.
All right.
Well, that is it for 13 News at 6. You're up to date at this hour.
We'll see you at 11 after the debate.